everyone, it is me, Peep Peep, and welcome back to Dancing with a Beautiful Robot. This is I don't remember, this is the end. Okay, this is the last day, day 6, let's get right into this. Everything is chaos and you smile. A bit nervously. It's the big day. Everything is almost ready. You have 1 hour until the show begins. Look at that. The huge crowd. Looking quickly from behind the curtain, you can see Mettaton's fans already waiting, calling his name from time to time. All the tickets are sold out, so the place is full of humans and monsters who share a passion with the charismatic robot. There's a premium part of the venue, and you can see 2 skeletons there waiting with the crowd. Remember seeing them before in one of Mettaton's shows. Speaking of Mettaton, you haven't seen him since yesterday. He must be busy with all the preparations, even more so than everyone else. I love that Papyrus is here. Papyrus is definitely like, yes, Mettaton! I wonder if, Papyrus and Mettaton are friends. I don't know. Because, obviously they didn't know each other in main Undertale, but I would like to think that they are friends now. You can't get over the fact that he lied to you about the script. You let out a small sigh. Why would he do that? But we decide to worry about this when the show is over. You must give it your all to make the performance memorable. You go backstage to check if the dancers have already arrived. Looking at the buffet table, you see the little white dog and chuckle. It seems that you weren't able to make him leave. He begins to bark at the table, but when people try to give him food, he refuses to eat. That's weird. Maybe he wants something else. With furrowed brows, you turn around to go find Diana, but then she runs past you with her hand covering her mouth like she's going to vomit. Diana? You call, but she's already far away, heading towards the bathroom. You take a look around and notice some human employees are sitting on the ground, their monster co-workers standing around them with worried expressions. A bad feeling settles in your stomach. What's happening? Medical assistance arrives to care for the sick employees, and you notice a little white dog is barking more intensely at the buffet table. Only humans are close to it, grabbing plates with food. The monster employees prefer not to eat human food in situations like this, since it takes longer for their bodies to digest food, and that slows them down. You get close to the dog, and he wags his tail, happy that someone's paying attention to him. Hey, what's the matter? You ask the dog as he grabs the table with feared brows. You try to look around the buffet for something strange, but then it hits you like a bucket of cold water. You didn't ask for a buffet. Mettaton always leaves the celebrations after the show. You run to the front table, stopping your human coworkers from grabbing more food. Stop! Don't eat it! They all stop to look at you with feared brows. What's the problem? Did something happen? You nod, pointing to the food. Mettaton never asked for backstage buffets. This shouldn't be here. Some people wrinkle their noses at the food, putting it back on the table. What? Do you think it's poison or something? The person laughs and takes a sweet from the table before you can stop them. They chew and swallow the food with a smile while everyone stares at them. See? No problem. Yeah, but it doesn't usually work that fast a lot of the time, so even if you just ate it, the others sigh in relief, but you have a bad feeling about this. The person shakes their head at you and tries to walk away. After the first step, they hiss, putting their hand over their stomach, a pained expression on their face. Who is doing this? I don't think the dog is doing that. The little white dog growls while the other person doubles over in pain. The other employees scream for help, and soon a nurse arrives to put a new sick person on the stretcher. You watch everything with wide eyes, unsure of what to do. Mettaton is nowhere to be seen. You see Absolute floating in a direction. Jeremy, what's happening? This buffet was poisoned, Absolute. Please, you need to warn Mettaton as fast as possible. You look around and see everyone is beginning to get desperate. He needs to come before this transforms into chaos. I'll find him. Absolute gives you a serious nod before disappearing. You look around frantically. If someone hears to sabotage the performance, then the poison buffet is just the beginning. The MTT Enterprise has a lot of rivals. It's not so difficult to imagine that one of them did this. You frantically try to think of what to do, but the employees are talking to you at the same time, and you can't focus. You're one of the managers, so they expect you to have a solution. Sighing, you rub your temples. What are we going to do? We need to call the police. If we call the cops now, the information of the poisoning will be leaked, and the show will be ruined. How many humans ate the poisoned food? You tighten your jaw in irritation and whistle as loudly as you can. Guys, calm down! Luckily, they all stop talking and look at you. We can't lose time. We have 40 minutes until the show. I need someone to take a list of who's ill and who won't be able to participate. We need to find people to fill in for them. A human and monster agree to do that and leave with quick strides. The others stare at you, waiting. Whoever poisoned the buffet is probably not done yet. Keep an eye out for anyone suspicious. Wow, this was something that I wasn't expecting, to be honest with you. Like, who is doing this? I just don't get why Mettaton is taking so long. I don't think he has anything to do with this. Unless he's doing it on purpose because he wants people to have the show canceled, maybe? So we can hang out with him? I'm speculating. I literally have no idea. An employee arrives with 2 monsters in armor, and everyone turns to look at them. There are 2 former royal guards from the underground who now work as security guards for Mettaton. Oh! Undyne! Undyne! You normally only see them when the situation is downright awful, so their arrival isn't a good sign. I'm really hoping it is Undyne. Who knows? There's a lot of, a lot of them. But the white little dog barks at you, and you turn to him, seeing him signaling for you to follow him. It seems important, and since the dog alerted you about the buffet, you should listen to him. Continue with the preparations, everyone. I'll be back in a moment. The employees nod, a little calmer, and you follow the little dog. He takes you to where Diana is sitting, on the other side of the room, her face a pale color and a nurse by her side. Diana, are you feeling better? She gives you a weak nod. Hey, little Jeremy, I'm glad you're here. Oh my gosh. I love you. I saw a stranger going to the electronic machines. I'd go after them, but I can't. You need, to arrest someone? You turn around and see roller guards behind you. Oh, it's okay. It's 02 and 01. Cool. We can help, right, bro? The other one nods, his armor shining under the bright lights. I love that they're here. I love them so much. They had a small part in Undertale, but I love them, and I appreciate them a lot. They're also in Deltarune, too, which is pretty cool. When you're about to go to the electronic machines, you see Archie walk by carrying a box. You watch him with attention, a frown creasing your forehead. Where was he all this time? Archie glances behind him, making sure no one is looking, and enters a corridor. His behavior is really suspicious, and you wonder why he's being so furtive when everyone else is panicking or sick. Uh-oh. You're divided between going to the electronic machines or following Archie to find out what he's up to. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I really want to go see the machines. I feel like there's something over there, but I feel like Archie's doing something weird. You try to walk as quietly as possible. You follow Archie through the corridor with Roller Guard 01, RG01 for short, following you close behind. The other guard went to the electronic machines to investigate. Okay, good. So you have someone else going over there. Good. You see Archie smiling, looking down inside the box he was carrying before. It's a gun! What are you doing here, Archie? You ask with nonchalant voice, and Archie flinches, turning to glare at you. Don't scare me like that. He sees RG01 and arches one eyebrow. What's the meaning of this? You ignore his question and approach him. What's inside the box? He seems reluctant for a moment, but he glances at RG01 and sighs with impatience. He turns the box to you, and you see that it's filled with papers. You grab one and see that it has the address of Frisk, Toriel, and other monsters that are Mettaton's friends. What's the meaning of this? I'm cataloging Mettaton's acquaintances for future reference. Uh-oh, this is kind of weird. Surely you won't arrest me for that, will you? You little piece of poop. The smug smile on his face is infuriating, but he's right. He shouldn't be stalking Mettaton's friends, but you can't send him to the police because of that. You hear screams coming from backstage, and you snap your head to the end of the corridor. You should go check on what's happening. You tighten your jaw in anger, but turn around and head backstage with RG01. When you arrive, you see everyone's shocked faces as RG02 carries a man under his arms. The man is thrashing around, trying to get free. Let me go, you monster scum! RG02 sees you and points at the guy. He was trying to cut off the power. I'll, deliver him to the police outside. Oh my gosh! What is happening? The information of the whole incident will be leaked as soon as he does that, but there's no other way. You nod at the monster, thanking him for the help. No, let me go! He looks around at the Sun employees and spits on the ground. You monster scum! Go back to where you came from! He groans in pain when RG02 squeezes him, but soon resumes his shouting until his voice is just a far away cry. You sigh, looking back at the dejected faces of humans and monsters. A human employee puts an arm over a sniffling bunny's monster's shoulder, comforting them. We have 30 minutes until the show. It's over. The sound of boots hitting the hard floor gets your attention. Mettaton! Oh my... Damn! Damn, he looks good. Wow! My. You turn to see Mettaton heading in your direction, ignoring the other managers by his side, who you are trying to calm him down. Everyone's faces brighten up at seeing the robot. He's already ready for the show, and the new clothes look amazing on him. Diana really doesn't joke around. Mettaton gets closer to you and gently cradles your face in his hands, inspecting your face. Are you okay, darling? Did you eat anything from the buffet? You shake your head as much as you can in his hold, your eyes admiring in awe the new red highlights in his hair. Red? It looks like pink. I'm fine. I didn't eat anything. Mettaton sighs in relief and lets go of your face with a careful movement, his metal fingers lingering on your skin. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. He turns around to face the other monsters, who are looking at you both with confused expressions. You swallow dry, feeling your face heat up a little under their gaze. Gather everyone you can hear, darlings. We need to have an emergency meeting. Now. Oh my lord. The royal guards patrol the area to see if there's anything wrong, but it seems that the sabotage attacks have stopped. But there's a buzz outside from various reporters trying to find out more about what happened, since they probably saw the saboteur being arrested, but RGO1 and O2 are guarding the entrances. The employees gather everyone backstage and they circle around Mettaton, ready to listen to him. When you can hear mortified murmurs here and there, the list of sick humans' names in Mettaton's hands. And he looks around with a serious face. We have 15 minutes of the performance, darlings. First, we need substitutes for everyone who's ill. Lion raises his hand. Leon? I think it is Lion, because I think Leon is an E. I always say that every single time. I don't know. I was going to say Lion. And everyone turns to look at him. I could help with Diana's part. I know how to organize the outfits. Mettaton nods, grinning at Leon. Wonderful. Now we need someone to take care of the lights. In 10 minutes, almost everyone's task is divided and everyone went back to the preparations, but Mettaton still looks preoccupied. What's the problem, boss? We still need a backup dancer. Oh. Mettaton looks at you with hopeful eyes. What do you say, darling? I know you prefer not to dance today, but can you do this for me? You swallow dry the gentle tone of his voice. But I don't have the costumes. Actually, your eyes widen as Leon brings you a paper bag. Diana made these for you, in case you change your mind. You grab the bag from him with trembling hands. You can't help but be nervous at the sudden change. For the whole week, you prepared yourself mentally to not dance by Mettaton's side. The robot stretches a hand to you. So, love, are you going to dance with me? We're gonna dance. I'm not even gonna think twice about this crap. We are dancing with him. You take Mettaton's hand and he beams at you. I'll dance. You hear your coworkers let out a relieved breath and you look around, seeing that everyone is waiting for your answer. Mettaton squeezes your hand with a grin before turning to the others. That's it, darlings. We can do it. We didn't get this far to let something like this stop us. The show must go on. The crew gives a powerful cheer and goes back to work with renewed energy and hope. Mettaton gives your hand a little squeeze. Let's do this, darling. Yes! Within 5 minutes the show starts. You stay behind the curtains in your costumes, side by side with other dancers. They're ecstatic to be dancing by your side, and you can't help but smile. Maybe it'll give them more confidence. If only they know that you were as nervous as them. You breathe deeply, your heart hammering against your ribcage. When the lights turn off on the stage, all that can be heard are the screams from the fans. Mettaton laughs and looks at you. It's showtime. The crowd goes wild when Mettaton enters the stage, you and the dancers following close behind. The bright, colorful lights shine and change in a matter of seconds, and the booming music seems to beat at the same rhythm of your heart. You forgot how amazing it is to be in a performance like this, to feel the energy of all of these people together, and to be a part of the choreography with the other dancers. Mettaton is where he loves. Yeah, is where he loves. The spotlight, the center of all the attention. The old dancers go by fast, in the blink of an eye, the fans knowing all of them by heart and singing along. And before you know it, you and the backup dancers go change clothes for the last time for the new song. Mettaton taps his feet compulsively as you all wait for the stage to be ready. The crowd keeps chanting, Mettaton, we love you! And you can feel goosebumps rise in your arms again. When you get closer to your boss and put a hand on his arm, he stops fidgeting. Let's show them what the MTT show can be. Mettaton grins and the crew signals that now is the time. Oh yes, darlings, he cries out and the crowd erupts into cheers. I hope you're ready for this one. This is the first time you're hearing the lyrics of the song, and it fits the melody perfectly. Besides the suggested lyrics, the song is about taking risks to be with the one you love. Mettaton really has outdone himself, and his voice sounds as beautiful as ever. You let the melody guide your body, and are glad to see that the choreography that you made fits the song well. Mettaton glances at you when doing the body roll, and you laugh, hearing the audience roar. Adding the move to the dance was a great idea. When the last note sounds, everyone stops, absorbing the performance. There's a brief moment of silence where you can only hear your labored breathing, and then the ovation begins. The crowd screams Mettaton's names over and over again, and the happiness and elation is obvious in his face. He walks to the edge of the stage. "Thank you all for coming, darlings. None of this would be possible without you and my crew." He turns around and motions to the backup dancers. "The MTT dancers!" The crowd cheers and Mettaton continues. Sheeran on the vocals. The scream gets louder. Napsabluk the DJ. Napsabluk sheds a few tears and the crowd goes crazy. And last but not least, jamming with the choreography. Mettaton puts an arm over your shoulder and the screams get even louder, if that's even possible. You roll your eyes. You playfully at your boss. Man, my eyes are tearing up. This is too good. Why does he have to tease his hardcore fans? The robot gives you a smile before letting go of you. You smile back and give the crowd a little bow before leaving the stage with the others, a big grin on your face. Thank you so much for being here tonight, darlings. Thank you. Some coworkers thank you for your hard work as you pass, but you don't see Mettaton anywhere. You spot the robot talking with a reporter and begin to get close to him. When you're in the middle of the way, Archie appears in front of you with a smile. "Oh, you want to talk to Mettaton?" "I don't think so." "What do you mean, I don't think so?" You try to get past him, but he blocks your way. "I mean that you don't work with him anymore, so you can't even be backstage." "What?" "I was talking with the other employees, and your moral conduct this week has been terrible. So I talked with the other managers and decided it's better if you leave." "What about Mettaton?" Archie skulks with a disgusted face. "He's been blinded by his affection for you." "Dude, I don't feel anything for you. You're not gonna stop me. We're gonna make out right in front of you. Okay?" You feel a lump in your throat and take a deep breath. "I want to talk to him." "As I said before, I don't think so. I'll make sure you can't get closer to him anymore." "Ooh, someone's jelly." "You're jelly. Be jealous, you little freak." He makes a gesture to the royal guards and they approach, towering over you. "I'm like super sorry." "Me too." Before you can run, each one grab your arms and you thrash around trying to free yourself, but it's useless. The monsters are too strong. They begin to take you to the door of the venue. "No!" Archie laughs as he watches you, and you swear his cruel eyes turn red. The thing is, I know it's just a game, but it's like, this shouldn't happen. Because, like, we are still dancing. Like, fire us the day after. You're clearly annoying. I had forgotten how naive humans are. One less dead weight in my way. Dude, you're a human too. He blinks as if breaking off a daze and smiles at you, his eyes normal again. "Goodbye, Jeremy." You strain your neck around to look at Mettaton to ask for help, but he's absorbed in his interview. It seems like he forgot about your existence and the surprise he had promised you. "Don't worry, everything will be fine. Stop freaking out." You hang your head as the royal guards carry you to the exit, knowing that even if you called, nobody would come. Oh well. We'll be okay. What? Is that really how it ends? I thought it wasn't going to end like that. Okay, I'm muting the music because I don't know if it's copyright, but I can't believe it ended like that. Thank you for playing, darling? Seriously? No way it ends like that. That is, no offense, but I hated that. That sucked. That ending. That was a little disappointing. Maybe I can get a better ending if I don't do. I don't know. Man, well that's it. That disappointed me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching. If you really want me to see the other ending, I'll try. I don't know if there is another ending, but you know, I don't know if I'll play it again, but thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, everyone.